Hello, it's your favorite extra. This is the final part to the malfunction series on my channel. You'll need to watch all the other parts to understand this part. They will be linked in the description below. Also linked will be Sleepy Zombie because this video is based off their art. Go check out their other platforms. Shoji, Tokoyami, and Aoyama were part of the evacuation and scouting team. They were paired with Ryukyu and Hawks in their journey to be eyes in the air. But as we all know, being visible makes you a clear target. Alright everyone, stay close. We can't afford to make mistakes and be on the lookout for any other villains that may be in the air. Aoyama, Shoji, you're with me. Will you be okay to keep up with Hawks? Tokoyami? I'll be fine. With that, the five of them set off. Shoji used his appendages to listen and see closely while Aoyama acted as a lighting guide. Tokoyami flew closely with Hawks when he noticed a strange light in the distance. There's a signal over there, it's a flashing blue light. We'll check it out, but try to stay out of sight. Be careful, you two. Call if you need backup. They took off soaring, trying to stay as high as possible to avoid any encounters. All I see is a light attached to a pole. Let me check the base, I see something down there. He dove from the original elevation and realized that the pole wasn't simply just that. Flesh acted as a sleeve to cover the metal. Different textures and colors sewn together to make it look like a quilt. The bodies that lie around were an even more horrific sight due to the fact that you could see where the skin was grafted. Tokoyami soon joined the other hero and was disgusted with the treatment of the bodies. Once again they were paying attention to the wrong things at the wrong time. The blue light suddenly turned red, and two microscopic bullets were shot out. Without a moment's notice, Hawk's feathers started swirling around them and piercing Hawks like a pincushion. Tokoyami, run! Someone's here and they've seen us. His breath was used in vain, for Tokoyami had already been dominated by dark shadow. The feathers continued to jab again and again until holes made him a cavity. The blood that pools out was akin to a punctured saline bag, slowly, painfully, achingly oozing out of each orifice. Dark shadow took on a red hue and gained a more powerful form. Their teeth became as hard as nails that chomped at his supposed master. Tokoyami could feel the ravenous state and the clouded chaos that possessed his beloved Quirk. All it took was one more bite and he was done for. Has anyone heard from Hawks or Tokoyami? They haven't made contact since they left. Look ahead. And owlish creatures flew by, with a blade to drag it across Ryukyu's stomach. Within moments the three of them dropped onto the ground. The dragon hero that was once tame now transformed into something monstrous. She attacked the two students she was responsible for, enough of a distraction for Aoyama and Shoji to be injected. In a similar fashion to Kaminari, energy filled Aoyama like a water balloon. The small tube pulsating with light that immediately exploded. This was enough for Ryukyu to end her reign of terror and be killed with the blast. Shoji was fortunate, he only suffered burns, but death still loomed over him. His limbs started growing out of control, then fighting each other like they were part of a different being. Hands poked and picked out the eyes, mouths devoured the eyes and then proceeded to bite the hands, and the ears shoved themselves down Shoji's throat as an attempt to hide from the other's madness. This was the last of Class 1A, not a single one of them survived to see each other again in life. Suffocated, eaten, melted, commusted, and torn apart, they all made their way to death's door. The battle that they fought so hard to win ended after a week of catastrophic war. Thousands were lost, heroes, villains, and innocents alike. The world was this close to descending into a complete and utter wasteland. Too bad none of them made it out to see